back. I am filming a plant chores video. I'm gonna start it today and maybe I'll do some other stuff tomorrow. It's actually Christmas Eve and I decided to stay home. You can't see, I don't think you can see her in the bedroom. No, you're not gonna be able to see her because Luna is sick and I don't want to leave her. I was gonna head to North Carolina for a couple days over the holiday and I decided that, yeah, I just want to keep a close eye on her in case I need to take her in to get seen. Star actually was sick recently. I think she caught something when she went to the vet, probably like a few days after she got home. I noticed she was like sneezing and sniffling and she had like runny eyes. So I'm like, okay, maybe she picked something up at the vet. And now Luna must have caught what she has, but Luna I think is taking it worse and her like little eyes all runny and she's sneezing. I can tell she feels bad. I wish I could take her kitty cold so I can have it instead of her, but yeah, I'm just keeping a close eye on her. She's sleeping under the covers in the bed right now. I'm gonna give it like another 24 to like 36 hours, and if she's not feeling better, I might take her in to get her seen. I think it's just something viral, but still, if she's not getting better, I want to make sure that I can do anything that I can to make her feel better. So yeah, I'm just hanging out here and getting some work done. I was actually making a list of videos that I want to film between now and like the first week or two in January if I can try and get all this stuff done. I'm having one restock for the new year. I'm actually only restocking twice in January. I was looking at the schedule like once, I think it's like January 2nd, maybe that Friday, and then not until the end of January because I am going on vacation in January. I'm so excited. I haven't been like on an actual vacation in years. I'm going to completely unplug from social media and everything. And it's my 40th birthday, so we are traveling, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it and just taking some time off because I need it. I feel like I need a little bit of a break. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking and we'll get started on some plant chores. I think what I want to do first is some stuff in my plant room. It is midweek, so I'm not watering in there for a few more days yet, but there's a lot of tasks in there I feel like I want to tackle. Well, one, I don't want to do a bunch of propagating because I don't want a bunch of props to have to worry about while we're gone, like water props and stuff. And then two, I don't really want to start propagating until February because it usually takes, I would say, minimum of 6 weeks for some plants to like 8 to 12 plus weeks in order to have like a propagation made and ready for sale. So I want to start propagating a lot in February to have inventory for spring because once spring hits, I feel like it's the best shipping month. So I really want to have a lot or try to have a lot more available during those months and then kind of slow down midsummer and rev it back up again in the fall. And then over winter will kind of be like my growing phase, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go into my plant room, and I think what I feel like doing right now is potting up my monstera aurea. The top section of the plant is ready to get potted, and then I also want to separate, I have a begonia terrarium. I want to take down my other one, but I'm not going to do that today. But I also took some clippings and it's like exploding. I had already cut the one begonia back and it's already grown to the lid again. So I need to get that one out of there and figure out what I want to do with that one and separate the other begonia that I have in there. So I think we'll do that and then see how we're feeling. And if I feel like tackling more stuff today, I will. And if not, then I'll come back on and do some more stuff with you tomorrow. It is so bright in here today. It's so nice to see the sun though. It's been kind of gloomy the last couple days, so I love seeing the sunshine. So this is the monstera aurea. It doesn't look as pretty as it did when I first chopped it. Yeah, I filmed that part when I did this. So I chopped my big monstera aurea plant that was over here, and then the top section I propagated. What I had done was I tried to air layer it and it didn't really work that well because I let it go for too long. And so the roots, I like tore a lot of the roots off, but I'm like, oh, it should, you know, continue propagating in the pond, no problem. Well, it didn't, and it started rotting. So I cut it again. I had to cut like the rot away on the stem. And so this is the top section now, and you can see how much it's actually rooted. So I'm gonna stick this back into pond now. And it should push a new leaf here, I feel like pretty soon. Yeah, it's getting ready to push a new leaf. This is the top one. You can see it's kind of pregnant a little bit. She should pop fairly soon. And then once I get some new leaves, I'll probably end up cutting these away since they browned from the rot. I still have the pot and pole and everything here. I just like pulled her right out of here. I actually still have a lot of her cuttings there on the table. They are still rooting and growing. These are the ones that I need to take care of and probably get potted up because they've been propping in water for a long time. I still have so many. I'll lift this table up. Oh gosh. It feels amazing in here. It's kind of chilly in the rest of the house, but over winter it is. The rest of the house and the bedrooms out there get super cold, except this room and the nursery room is so warm with all the extra grow lights, the heat and everything that they give off. So it's like I love coming in these rooms in winter because it feels so nice, and the cats love coming in these rooms too. But in the bedroom, it is so freaking cold in there at night. Okay, so that was the same pot. Let me actually move you. So yeah, this was the same pot that I had planted her in. I don't even know if there's any more water in here. I hope not. No, but I'll just rinse this through. Okay, I'm gonna dump this pond into this bucket. Oh, yeah, here's some of the rotted, the rotted roots from before. Maybe I should get some clean pond. I need to rinse pond actually. I have like 2 containers out in the garage of just dirty pond that I need to sanitize. I actually need to get something to sanitize the pond. I want to boil it, but I just don't have a container large enough on the stove that's not like actual pots that I use for cooking. So I need to find something that I can boil pond in pretty easily. Because what happens is I go through all of my rinsed pond and then all I have left is a bunch of dirty pond, and I don't feel like sanitizing it because I don't really have anything to use. So I end up just keep rinsing a bunch of new pond, and then like I have all this dirty pond I need to go through. I was like, I'm wondering if I should rinse this through with maybe some hydrogen peroxide since it had this dirty root. I might do that to clean this really quick and rinse this under the sink just to get off any gooey stuff on this cutting. I think I might do that and then come back, and I'll probably give this a wash and this too since it has some residue in there. Okay, I am back. She is all rinsed. And this is clean, and then I rinsed through this pond really quick with some hydrogen peroxide. And I also grabbed some perlite. I'm gonna try and aerate the pond a little bit with the perlite when I pot her up, just because this pond is fairly, I mean, it's on the lechuza side, like the normal side. Most of this is my DIY, but then some of this is recycled lechuza pond, so it's like a mixture of 2. And I don't really have a coarse pond, so I'm gonna mix it with some perlite. I'm gonna try that out, and yeah, we'll get her potted up in here. I would have like pre-mixed this, but I don't have a big enough container right now. Okay. maybe we can see, I'll back up a little bit. And I can't forget the cocoa coir pole. And just scoop. So I'm going to try and do something like that in there. I don't really need this quite yet, but I'm going to go ahead and add it in here. And this has the PVC on the bottom, so this won't rot. I love monstera roots, those are so cool. She rooted in a ton. Might lift her up a little bit more. Okay, I think that's about good, and then we'll fill up. I think wet pond is so much harder to work with. It like wants to stick on you. I'm gonna give this a loud bang so I can settle this pond. I still have a lot of pond left that was in here because all this came from this container. Well, I did add the perlite, so I guess that helped a little bit, but I think it'll settle once it dries. I may add a little bit more to the top. But I think what I'm gonna do is not water this yet because this pond is pretty wet. And I'll just add some nutrients in a few days when I go to, oh yeah, there's enough water a little bit down there that has leaked through. Because I'm gonna water in here, yeah, in a few days, so I'll just fill her up then. It should be fine in the meantime. It should stay moist until then. And then once this new leaf here emerges, I will secure this vine to the pole, but I don't want to do it right now because this leaf is going to come out of here soon. But once she does, I'll anchor her on there. And yeah, she should grow nice and big now. So that is the new aurea potted back up. That's not going to rot this time. And that's her base up close. So new leaf is going to emerge very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if new leaf shoots out of there in a few days. And yeah, I'll grab the begonia terrarium. And so I have two different begonias in there, I think, but I want to keep that begonia. I want to keep one of the begonias in there, but I want to refreshen it. But I want to take the one, like the clippings, out of there. I have that same begonia in here. This is the one that I'm going to break down because the one doesn't really need a terrarium. I don't think it really needs high humidity and it grows too fast and it's taking over that entire terrarium. I've like cut it back so many times. And the other two that well, the one that did need high humidity completely rotted in there. So that's unfortunate. I really wanted that terrarium for begonia, but it's just they're growing too quickly for it. Let me gather a couple things and I'll come back on and we'll get that taken care of. I am back with a game plan. I have some stuff here and I have an acrylic container here. So I think what I'm gonna do is make individual cups of begonia. And yeah, I don't really need the one in here. The begonia, the sparkly one, the round one that I got a year ago, that's the one that rotted in there, but I was able to take clippings before that happened. So that's the one that I want to separate. That's in this little terrarium. Let me get closer. You can see it there. And right here, the round one, that's the one that I want to keep. This other one is clippings from the one that's in there, and that's the one that's taking over this terrarium. And I've already cut it back, I think, twice now, something like that. This is the one that I don't need, but it's really pretty. It has really vibrant hot pink polka dots. It just needs, I think, higher humidity. Which one even is this? I don't even know which one this is. Maybe this is different than the one that's in there. I don't even know. I'll just see if I can figure out which begonia that is. But I think what I'll do is cut this and prop it into little cups. Make like little plants. And I have moss and perlite moistened. And then I will pop them all. I'll keep them all in this acrylic. That way they can still get high humidity, and we'll let them root up more. And then we can let all the ones go that I don't need. I think I'll do it that way and see how that goes. I don't know why begonias are so intimidating to me. All right, and a lot of these nodes have like little roots already, like air roots, because of the high humidity. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take some clippings. Like that, you see it already has roots. I'm gonna take this again. Let's see. Let's do. And then I'll just put the lid on while we work. So maybe I'll do like 3 clippings per pot. That leaf is so pretty on that one. And then we'll let them root up in a thing of moss. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. It's not like a super humid day, but I don't want to leave these uncovered for too long, just because in here was like 100% humidity. Like that. So once that roots up a bit more and grows, then I can look at letting some of these go. I would have to ship them in like a container so they stay under high humidity. I wish I could remember the name of this one off the top of my head. I honestly have no idea. I thought it was one of the ones that was in here already, but this one has a pink margin, which it doesn't look like any of the ones that are in there. So I don't know. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, 1, 2, we'll do one more in that one. Oh, it's so stinking cute. I love how cute it is. There's 2 of them. Let's see. 1, 2. It's only been a couple minutes. I was getting ready to make another one, but I'm like, you know what? It's just all one big rooted mess down in there. So I think I'm gonna have to end up propping this one as well. Let me just fish this out of here. Mm. Okay. And I will have to clean this. Oh yeah, look at the big leaf on that one. It's like bright pink. Do you see that? Right here. So I think that is the one that's in there. Yeah. So I'll have to figure out the name of that one. I guess just the new leaves are coming in. They're not like dark pink like this one yet. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna prop this one. Unless I can just gently pull it out. Oh, I can, okay. It definitely lost its pretty like hot pink color from when I first got it. Do I just have this one? Or do I have any more? Oh, I have another section here. I think I'm gonna cut this one so I can try and get another. I think what I'll do is I'll pot it in these separately, and then once this one grows more, I think what I'll do is end up putting it in that other terrarium. I'm gonna cut this again. Okay, so we'll do 2 in this one. This begonia was so pretty when I got it, and it grew like to the top of that terrarium, and it flowered for me. So I hope I can get it back there. And I haven't given any nutrients to this terrarium either, so maybe that's why they're a little pale looking. I'll have to make sure to fertilize these a little bit. Okay, so we'll let this one restart. And this one here is so pale looking. Oh my gosh, it's like translucent. This leaf here I'm going to cut away because that one's gone. Okay, so we'll do this one and this one. Okay, that one looks a little funny, but here's that one. We'll let that one regrow. And here's the last one. So whichever one ends up growing well will be the new mother plant or two, and we'll regrow that guy. And I'm trying to think, what can I salvage out of here? I don't think I'm going to keep the bottom pieces. I'd rather just start with the fresh cuttings. And let me get these put in the container because I can tell they're already getting droopy. And we'll get this under some grow lights. So that is that. And so once this one roots, this one here, I think what I'll do is let it grow in the glass terrarium. I'll just put some fresh moss on the bottom and then pluck them and plant that in there, and it can just stay in there and grow. And when it reaches the top, I'll cut it back and plant some propagation. So I think that's what we're gonna do with that. And yeah, we'll take care of that a different day because I want to break that down. I want to separate that one and that one. I think they can grow in ambient, honestly. We'll have to see, but I think that's all the chores I'm going to do for today because the sun is setting, so it's going to get dark. But I'll be back on tomorrow and we'll do some more plant chores together. Merry Christmas. I'm about to crack open an energy drink because I am getting sleepy. It's actually about 2:15 or so. Yeah, 2:15 in the afternoon. Oh, that is smoking. I was like heating up my soldering iron because I need to poke some holes. And one of these cups, I actually have a couple of these. Yeah, today I figured we could do some like casual plant chores, like low effort. I brought some plants here to repot at the kitchen. I'm still trying to keep an eye on Luna and how she's doing and everything. So I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything. Plus it's Christmas, so I don't really want to go out or anything. I really wanted to go on a walk because it's so nice. It's like 70 degrees and like super sunny, which is crazy for this time of year, I feel like. I was hoping that I could maybe sneak out there for a short little walk between now, well, I guess between like 4 and 5 maybe, if Luna takes a nap. She woke up a little bit. I feel like she still feels bad, but she looks a little bit better today, which makes me feel better. I'm glad that I ended up not going anywhere and traveling because I just would not have been okay, like knowing that she was here and I wasn't here with her because she's like my little child. I could have had my neighbor check in on her, but even for a day, like I didn't want to leave her. I had plenty of stuff to keep me occupied and busy. Although I am trying to take downtime this week, like I'm trying not to do too much. But again, I have so much filming and stuff that I need to get done before our trip next month that I'm trying to get ahead, and it's hard because when you're not really motivated to film, it's hard to like make yourself film sometimes. So yeah, I figured we could pot up some plants here for the next little bit, and I'll probably end it here. I think I might film another plant chores maybe the week after next. I feel like I could tackle some more stuff before we head out and film like another little plant chores video. I brought out 1, 2, 3, 4, technically 5 plants here. Most of them are Hoya, and I brought 1 anthurium because pretty much every single one of my anthuriums need to be repotted, but I'm trying to hold off because I need to make more aeroid mix. I think I'll make that Sunday because we're taking down the Christmas stuff on Sunday before New Year's. He's actually getting back Sunday, and when he gets back, he wants to take down like all the inflatables that he has outside and get all of our Christmas stuff stored back up. We have racks in the garage that store everything. I'm gonna crack this open. And I want to get the tree and stuff taken down as well and just get back to normal in here. I honestly wasn't really in the mood to decorate this year at all, but I'm glad I put the tree up at least. I didn't put as much up as I normally do, but I haven't really been in the Christmas spirit, I guess. I'm putting this in a little, it looks like a thing of beer, but it's not, it's an energy drink. This keeps it insulated, it keeps it cold so that my drink stays cold. So yeah, let me flip this around so I can show you what we're working with, and we'll get to repotting. All right, I have a little potting mat here and I have a thing for the dirty soil And I have my aeroid mix here, like a small thing of it. I need to clean these shears. Oh, the alcohol is strong. I was poking holes in this one for the anthurium for more ventilation, because a lot of the anthurium are in clear pots like this, and I sit them in a cache pot, and so the ventilation holes get kind of trapped and there's not enough air circulation, I feel like. So that's why I poked some extra ones in here, just to create some side holes. So we'll pot the anthurium. This is the only variegated one that I have. It's a crystallinum hybrid. I think it's a crystal mag. So we're gonna do her in there. And then the rest are hoyas. I have a couple newer hoyas that I want to repot. This is the very newest one. This is the, oh gosh, why can't I remember which one this one is? It's not the Fairy Queen. I think it's the Ice Queen. That Polynura there. This is the original mix it came in, and I want to get it out of here and pot it into my aeroid mix. This is a Lacunosa. I bought 2 of them. I shared this one recently. I want to get these potted up together. And then I also have my Matilde Gray Fairy. This is the original plant. I had taken some cuttings from this side, but this is the original mix the seller had it in, and I would like for it to get potted into my aeroid mix because I like knowing it's in my mix because I know how to water it and everything. And then this is one of the extra cuttings that I was going to start a second plant, but instead of having like multiple plants, I think what I'm going to do is add this back into here, like pot it up together, and then I'll have 2 vines. Well, if this one regrows, which I think it will, that'll be 3 vines. And then once they grow out, I'll take more propagations. And then same thing with this one. This is the other Jasminka Polynura that I have. So I have my big one that is growing like crazy, and that's the one that I want to keep as like a mother plant. I don't want to cut that one. So this is going to be one that I will propagate from. So I had started this originally to be my mother plant, but it kind of stalled out. I probably potted it in too big of a pot, I think, at first. And this was a cutting that was originally in here, but it started like yellowing the bottom leaves, and I don't think it was rooting that well. So I took it out and stuck it in a thing of stratum, and now it's grown this entire length here. So I want to get this potted back in here, so I'm just going to pot this up together. And then once we get back from our trip, that's when I'm going to start mass propagating. But I'm going to have to do it in stages. Like every week, I'm going to propagate like 1 to 2 bins as I sell through plants, because I only have a limited amount of growing space. So I have to be mindful, like be careful with that. But I do want to get like a head start on propagating a ton. I think I'll just pot here. I think you can still see. But yeah, just a casual little potting session. Let's go ahead and pot this one up. I think this is the Ice Queen. I'm ready to get this one started growing. I was worried the pattern, like the growth on that, wasn't really going to continue, but I do see a lot of it on the newest leaf. It just hasn't like fully burned in yet. All right, I'm gonna use this little bin as my trash bin. She's settled for a few weeks now. I just didn't want to disturb her while she was acclimating. This looks like pond and tree fern and maybe vermiculite. I see like really pieces of big gold flecks. Oh, that's like a pretty mix in there with all the gold. Okay, that root system looks pretty good, I would say. And I'm just going to use a 3-inch just to start out with. I was filming my 2026 wish list video yesterday. I was editing a little bit this morning. I called my husband and chatted with him and his family a little this morning, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna edit for a little bit. It's kind of quiet, it's peaceful. Let me just get started on, on editing. And I still have to, I'll probably edit this evening because I like edited the first part of it, but then I have to go through and add in all the images and clips and everything of all the wish list plants so I can put that on the screen with me talking, and that's like a whole nother ball game with editing. It takes so much time. So I'm like, I'll probably just get started on that this evening because I don't know how long it's going to take for me to actually piece that video together. But of course, as soon as I get done filming, I was like on social media. I haven't been posting. I'm kind of taking a break from like Instagram this week, like IG posting. So I haven't really been on Instagram. I've kind of lost interest in IG a little bit. I'm not as active as I once was on there. I still post occasionally, and you know, I do a lot of updates and stuff in my stories. But I was on there, and of course I came across another plant. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this plant? It's another Hoya, of course. And I was like, oh, maybe I need to put this on my wish list, but I already filmed that video. I think it was a type of Lacinosa. There's so many different Lacinosa varieties, but this one had like pretty variegated leaves. I forget, I don't even know what it was called. Oh, is she cute? Is she pretty? And I'll feel comfortable putting her with the rest of my Hoyas because she's been isolating and there's no pest or anything, so she'll be good to go. I'll water these all at the end. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. All right, since we did that Polynera, let's go ahead and do this Polynera because this one should be pretty easy. I want to save my soil mix though for this one. This is just stratum, so I'm going to empty this in here. I will prop this one, but I'm going to wait until after we get back. I'll let it grow like another couple set of leaves. I have one more Jasminka that is growing a ton of white, so I think I'll prop that back to try and get more green to come in. Yeah, this is like all roots here. She rooted a ton. Dang, look at all that. That's crazy. Stratum and perlite is amazing for rooting. Okay, I got most of that off. And I kind of want to put this one in a white one as well. I was on a clear pot kick for a while, and I still really like clear pots. The only thing though with these is I still need either a saucer or to sit this in another pot because I can't just put this on the shelf or water will leak out. I like being able to see the roots, but then sometimes I hate the algae buildup with the white pots. It drives me bonkers. I wish it didn't bug me, but it does. It like really bugs me. All right, I do want to save this though. There is nothing wrong with this. Oh yeah, here's the part that rotted. This one here. That was the end of that one. I had like, was able to save the top leaf. Oh yeah, that was way too much soil. I don't know what I was thinking, why I potted it in so big a pot at first. All right, we'll add this one in here. Oh, let me add some in the middle here. Here is our second jasminca plant. So yeah, I will probably cut this back all the way here, and then those two will grow out, and then I'll take turns cutting like each vine to propagate. Because my other one, I just want to grow really big. I don't really let my plants grow full because I'm always cutting the back, you know, to make all the propagations and stuff. So I'm gonna pick certain plants that I'm not going to cut back. I just want to let it grow big and beautiful. So my other jasminca is going to be that for me. Let's do the gray fairy. But then I'm like, the gray fairy, do I want to make this two separate plants or do I want to keep them together? The tendril stuck. Let me take a look at the root system on this one. Yeah, this is another tree, fern, and pond mix. I wonder if that's popular right now for hoyas. I feel like I've gotten a lot of new hoyas in this mix. Okay. So that one and this one here. I don't know if this one's super rooted. Yeah, I think I'll just pot this together. It does appear to be a little bit slower growing than my other Matilda. I think it's just because it's all silver. All right, we'll pot these together. I think based off the root system, I'm gonna pot down and then I'll pot up once it roots a bit more. We'll do that one in here and we'll stick this other one in here. I do still really want this one to be a big plant in my collection, but when I go to prop, it won't make a huge difference, I guess, if I just cut one vine back. But I don't know. I may end up starting a second plant in the future of this. We'll see. I think I'm just going to pot them together for now and we'll see how it goes. I should do the Swiffer's Nightmare as well because that one's still in the original mix. I really want to do that one. Oh, watch the tendril. Did you guys get any plants over the holiday? I think the next plant I'll get is, I don't know. I guess it depends on what I come across. So I don't know if I should say where we're going for our vacation or not. But it's somewhere that we haven't been and I've been dying to go. I do want to go into some plant shops though. I've already written down some shops that I feel like were the top ones that came up on my search. So I'm gonna check those out, and I don't know how it would be like bringing the plants on the plane if I were to get any, how that's going to be. If I do end up getting stuff, I'll let you know how. I'll like at least show it in a video, maybe like a haul. I still can't believe I'm turning 40. That's crazy to me. I know it's just a number. I feel like it's just gone so fast. I remember when I turned 30 and it's like, it's been 10 years already. That's crazy. All right, she is getting long. I'm not going to trellis her. My other Matilda just kind of grows freely, so I think I'll let this one do the same. I'll see how she's looking by like the end of January, and I'll probably take more clippings. I only have one more cutting right now, which I might list for this upcoming restock. I'm only restocking twice. Did I mention that for January? So I'll probably list that one, and then I'll I'll look at taking some clippings for spring and let them grow out, because I'll probably need like a good, probably 8 weeks to root up and everything and get a growth point. So that is Gray Fairy. Let's go ahead and finish our last Hoya, and then we'll do the Anthurium. This one we're going to do a 3-inch as well. This is how the Hoya was shipped. It was shipped in stratum, so I didn't have to do anything with this. Oh, that was my ring light. It's overheated. I've had it on for too long. I might have to pause my camera soon. I'll do this one and I'll give my camera a rest and we'll do the Anthurium. That one has a good little root system. This is Lacinosa Sumo. I believe it has like creamy leaves, and then on the back it has like a very pretty splashy pattern. And I love how pink the new leaves are coming in. I feel like this one was going to be another slow grower, so I wanted to have like an extra one so that I can hopefully start propping this in the spring. Oh yeah, this one's pretty. I'll pop those together. Oh, it's so cute. I love the backside, the splashing. So cute. All right, I want to give my camera a second and then I'll be back on and we'll do the Anthurium. I might be tempted to do Swiffer's Nightmare as well. Okay, I am back. I was just checking on Luna. I heard her sneezing, so I was like, let me go check on her. All right, we'll do the Anthurium. So pretty. You guys will see. I think I'll maybe edit this one before the wish list and video before I finish that one. But I did mention I want another variegated Anthurium at some point, but I want one with pink emergent leaves. This one comes in more of like a aurea, the yellow variegation. And I want one that has like really pretty pink emergence. So one day I will get one of those. So we'll add some mix into the one that we added some holes into. But yeah, once I make more aeroid mix, I think I'll make like an Anthurium repot video, but I can probably only do maybe 4 or 5 for that video, so it's not crazy long, but pretty much every single Anthurium over there needs to be upsized. Like this one isn't even that bad, like it's pretty rooted, but some of them are just insane. Like it's all roots when I pull out the nursery pot, so it's bad. All right, and we are just going to plop and fill. It looks really happy. I just feel like this one's a bit finicky with the environment over there. It's like I want to provide more humidity, and it's not just humidity. I think it's a light. They're not getting enough light, and I feel like they would prefer being in a cabinet or something like that, but I can't really do that for these guys over here. So I think I'm going to try more light. I might hang some ceiling lights, like 2, 1 for each shelf, and I think that'll help, hopefully. But this one seems to like melt its leaves pretty easily. Well, I guess because it is a variegated plant, it is more prone to edema and stuff. But it was like putting a new leaf out and then getting very crispy, and it would like melt. But this new leaf hasn't done that, thankfully. I think I do want to start top dressing my Anthuriums. I used to do moss, back in the day, and it worked really well for like extra root growth to grow down into the substrate and also provide like more moisture up around the plant. So I might start that back. But then I hate the look of the moss once it gets crunchy dry as well. Okay, I think that's good. So there is that one. Should I grab the Swiffer's Nightmare while I have it here? Have the stuff out? I kind of want to do that one. So this is the propagation that is growing in some really beautiful leaves. And then this one is the rooted plant, and this here is the new growth. It's not really coming in with a ton of color, but I'm hopeful that it will show up. Decisions. I need to get some more 3-inch pots too because I don't have any more. Let me grab a couple. I think I'll keep them separate because I want this one to grow out. I don't want to prop this one, and this is the one that I think I want to prop. But is it worth potting this one up? Oh, it's actually working on a new growth point down here as well. And maybe here. I think it's actually working on 2. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm not going to cut this one today. I'll just repot them separately. I think that's what I want to do. Because whenever I cut this one, I think I'm going to cut it all the way back here. And eventually like downsize this one, I think. And then the one that's doing the pretty leaves, I'll keep as a mother plant. And then eventually I'll cut this one back. Oh, this one's growing in a new set of leaves here as well. Oh, there's another node growing here. Oh, that's cool. And down here. What the heck? It's like self-growing in a ton of growth points. Oh, that's going to be so cool. This plant is going to be so bushy then. Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to get rid of some of these air roots. I don't know why some of these air roots bug the crap out of me. I think they look funny. Okay. Oh, she rooted in here. Wow, look at all that root growth. That's crazy. I am going to have to rinse this one though because that's too much stratum stuck to the, the base here. But yeah, that's a lot of root growth. Okay, I'll rinse this and I'll be right back. That's insane. And look at that pretty leaf here. I hope it sun stresses. I'm trying to decide if I want to get the Hoya candy. It looks similar, but the pink sun stressing is what I really love on it. I'll probably for sure start a second plant of this because it would be cool to actually get some of these plants to grow out, to actually bloom, you know? Well, I don't know what the blooms look like on this plant. She is beautiful. This might be my favorite Hoya, or one of my favorites right now. I think this one, the Gray Fairy and the Dragon Egg, and the Madara Snow Angel, and of course the Polyneras. They're like my tops. I don't know why I'm itching. I feel like really itchy. Okay, this one here is the original mix. and tree fern perlite. I'm going to get rid of some of these air roots as well. I have the patio door open and I keep hearing like a weird noise. I'm like, I don't know if it's like kids or an animal or what it is out there. I'm like, what in the world? Okay, that one looks good. I don't see any issues. And same thing, look at this, pot it up. I might get a little stake for this one. Oh shoot, I have some dishes in the sink. I was like wanting to rinse these off at the sink and water them. I haven't emptied the dishwasher yet because I forgot to turn it on last night. I hate when I do that, when I forget to turn the dishwasher on and then I wake up in the morning, the dishwasher is still dirty, so then I have to cut it on and it's like, I don't empty it and put them away right away. So any like dishes that were from like breakfast in the morning are still in the sink. Okay, that one looks good. I'll get a little trellis for that, or a stake. So there's that one and that one. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. I will empty the dishwasher and meet you at the sink and we'll rinse them off, fertilize them, and I'll give you another look at all of them. Okay, I got the dishes put away. I have everyone in the sink here and we're going to give them a drink. There we go. Oh, that's too hot. Too hot. This is a Pure Crop 1. I'm going to give them a little spray down. And I'm adding a little bit of nutrient water in here as well. This kind of diluted with the tap water. Oh. But here's another look at the Hoya. So this is, oh gosh, Ice Queen. I think this is Ice Queen. Yes, there's that one. The other Jasminka. And then our Lacinosa Sumo. The pretty backside. We have our Matilde Gray Fairy. our beautiful variegated anthurium. And Swiffer's Nightmare. I'll just grab stakes over there before I put them back in the Rhodesta. I'll just stake them up. I cannot get over those pretty leaves. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and happy holidays. And yeah, my next video should be the wish list video, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.